The Church believes, as we have pointed out earlier, that only one man, the President of the Church, holds all priesthood keys. Now, certainly, this can only mean that the President of the Church will hold the keys and at some point in time command the planets to return. However, the issue is much more complex than this. To begin with, the Church does not teach or believe that certain planets currently in the solar system need to return to the vicinity of Earth. The Brethren do not teach or believe that these planets were at Earth's North Pole to begin with. They do not currently believe in what Joseph Smith called ancient Earth. Yet, as we have reconstructed in this video series, there was a polar configuration which in time dissolved, sending the planets to their current positions in the solar system. Now, these planets will return and reconstitute the sign of the Son of Man. But the Church's claim of one man holding all the keys begs the following question. How can a president of the Church exercise keys to bring about an event he denies is necessary or even possible? The exercise of priesthood power requires faith, which in turn requires belief in the object of faith in the first place. A man who does not believe that it will be necessary for the planets of the polar configuration to return cannot exercise the sufficient faith to command the planets to return. It will take someone else, someone familiar with the ancient heavens and believes the prophecies of the reconstitution of the polar configuration. A man, including the President of the Church, who does not understand that the planets Mars, Venus, and Saturn were once fixed above Earth's North Pole and that they will be again, is not in a position to understand which keys he must use to effect the return of the polar configuration. Therefore, it will be necessary to identify those specific keys and how they are to be used. The keys necessary to command the planets were first restored to Joseph Smith and Oliver Cowdery in the Kirtland Temple on April 3, 1836. These keys were given to them by the ancient prophet Moses. Now, of course, these two keys do not explicitly speak of returning planets. However, Israel cannot be gathered and the 10 tribes cannot return unless the planets they currently live on also return. Now, we cannot pursue the entire topic of the gathering of Israel at this point, for it is too vast a subject. Now, we will, nevertheless, provide a very brief overview to provide both context and a substantiation of our interpretation of the keys. The key to understanding these keys is to first understand the ancient language in which they are named. The Church believes that the gathering of Israel is currently ongoing through missionary work. Elder Quentin L. Cook of the Quorum of the 12 taught in the April 2018 General Conference that the keys given by Moses to Joseph Smith and Oliver Cowdery govern the gathering, which he defines explicitly as missionary work.
We can know what our divinely appointed responsibilities are by reviewing the sacred keys restored in the Kirtland Temple. These keys provide the power from on high for divinely appointed responsibilities that constitute the primary purpose of the Church. On that wonderful Easter day in the Kirtland Temple, 3 keys were restored. First, Moses appeared and committed the keys of the gathering of Israel from the 4 parts of the earth, which is missionary work.
To justify his interpretation of the key or keys given by Moses, Elder Cook conveniently leaves out the key to the leading of the 10 tribes from the land of the north. This illustrates our claim that the brethren of today simply do not understand these keys or, for that matter, the gathering of Israel. If Israel is to be gathered, then the greater part of Israel, the 10 tribes, must return as part of that gathering. Elder Cook then gives the status of the church's missionary work under the authority of the key given by Moses in the Kirtland Temple. Again, he leaves out the 10 tribes.
Where do we stand today in fulfilling these divinely appointed responsibilities? First, with respect to Moses' restoration of the keys for the gathering of Israel, today almost 70,000 missionaries are spread across the earth, preaching his gospel to gather his elect.
Now, unfortunately, this is not what the gathering of Israel is, and this is not how the keys are intended to be used.